We're back again with another This Week in the Valley. Here you'll meet people who are making a difference and learn about events taking place right here in our own backyards. So glad you could join us this Thanksgiving week. I'm Donna Bell.
And I'm Darren Elizaris. We have a great show for you. Joining us a bit later are Jean Jones with AARP and her guests, Debbie Hartung, Sandy Coons, and Linda Button with another Volunteering in the Valley.
What an exciting week this is as we celebrate Thanksgiving, one of my favorite holidays.
We all know that Thanksgiving is about much more than turkey and football, although those are two of my favorites. It's time to truly be thankful.
Well, I am thankful for, of course, my family. I can't wait to see everybody this week. I'm thankful for friends and neighbors. I'm thankful for Sheraton Valley for a job, for being here, and I'm thankful to Darren for co-hosting and bringing us all the latest of what's happening in Sheraton Valley. I'm thankful for Becky, our superstar behind the camera, and for Tom, who edits every show that appears on CVTV. And I'm thankful for this great country we live in, for all the leaders and military that keep it safe, and above all, I thank God for all our blessings. We truly have much to be thankful for.
We do, truly do. You know, I am thankful for so much too. I mean, friends and family for sure. My family, parents are coming in and going to stay with us over Thanksgiving, so we haven't had a chance to spend Thanksgiving together for a while. So truly looking forward to that. But yeah, we do have much to be thankful for, and hopefully everyone recognizes what this holiday is really about.
All about, yeah. Thanksgiving means many things to different people. Most of us would agree that Thanksgiving is a time just to step back from the crazy, chaotic lives we live, just to be thankful.
Many generous folks use this time of year as an opportunity to help the less fortunate. Zion Lutheran Church of Moberly will host its 10th annual Community Goodwill Thanksgiving Dinner at their fellowship hall at 1075 Urbandale Road.
Dinner will be served Thanksgiving Day from 11 to 2. Meals will also be delivered to the needy and homebound in Moberly. To make a contribution, volunteer, or reserve a delivered meal, please contact Zion Lutheran Church at 660-263-3256, extension 10.
Our guests today, Debbie Hartung, Sandy Coons, and Linda Button, are involved with activities that make a difference in the lives of many in the community. They join AARP Representative Jean Jones in another Volunteering in the Valley.
Hello, we're back with another episode of Volunteering in the Valley. We've got a really great group today to come and talk to you, and this is so seasonally appropriate. Volunteering in the Valley is a little thing that CVTV and our AARP chapter, that's the Long Branch chapter here in this area, got together because we felt there was a really deep need in the community to make people aware of where the volunteering opportunities were and how you could get out and help, and also give them a chance to get their missions accomplished and help folks that had specific needs. Today, we've got three ladies here with us, and we're going to lead off with Debbie Hartung, who's going to talk to you a little bit about her program, and then she'll introduce the other ladies that we have today. And this is all about the season. This is the time of year when we're all thinking and looking about the things that we're thankful for. And the more I think about it, the more I think, golly, I am so fortunate. Isn't this a wonderful time to do a little giving back? And what better way to teach your children about being thankful than to do something to give as a family or to help out as a family. So keep that in mind as you see these ladies present what they're trying to accomplish in our community this season. And we'll start right off with Debbie.
Thank you, Jean. I am Debbie Hartung with Helping Hands at Christmas. Been doing this now for about 8 years or so. It was a ministry that we're doing. It's under the umbrella of Macon County Ministries. And we have always in the past adopted families. We got my families from Head Start, DFS, other places in town that would just refer families to me. And then what I would then do is I would send out letters, and we would put a newspaper ad in and try to get people to either donate financially or they would adopt a family. And a lot of the churches in town would adopt several families from me, individuals, clubs, and organizations, and workplaces would adopt. Some some families would even adopt one of my families in place of giving to their own family, which was a blessing to them. And but anyway, as I'm getting older and looking at Helping Hands for Christmas, I saw that, and looking at some of the other ministries or programs we've had in the county that I've seen on your program and other programs in town, I saw that some of the needs we were overlapping in, and such as with the Shoes from the Heart, the Give Shoes, and Zion Lutheran Church men's group give the coats, and such as these, which is what we were doing with our adopted families. They would give, you'd adopt a family and you'd give whatever their needs was of jeans and shirts and shoes and coats or whatever that the children needed. And so I was looking at that and thinking that maybe we needed to revamp some of these things. Was looking at it, and also there with the Better Living Center, we've got 2 free stores. We have a free store in Macon, we have a free store in Bevier with the Cinderella's Closet. We have Timeless Treasures, and there were just other programs. So I started thinking about it, and we also get financial donations with Helping Hands at Christmas that help with toys, and then with families and some of the needs of the families. And so I would end up using that money to meet several of the families that didn't get adopted. I'd meet them the last 2 weeks before Christmas myself at Walmart, and we would get their Christmas for them, for the children. Well, I saw that two of the big needs were underwear and socks, and then hats and gloves. And that's when I had a parent there, they said, "Oh, please let me, can I just get, a package of socks and a package of underwear? They really need it." Sure. And so I saw that, and then, I don't know, by just looking at everything else with the food, they were able to have a food basket. Well, we have emergency food pantry, we have monthly food pantry, distribution, in fact, is today. As we're recording this. And so some of these needs, as I've said once before, has been taken care of. So I talked to Sandy and Linda, and to see if they would be willing to look at our program and our ministry and see if we could work together to kind of condense it down and still help with the needs of the families and the children, but see if we could do it a little bit more efficiently. So I'm going to let Sandy talk. Sandy Coons here,
Okay.
and I'll let her visit with
Okay.
you.
I've been working with the Santa Shop since it started in 1991. So,
Terrific.
and I think most people want children to have a happy Christmas. I know
Right.
most of us have memories of when we were children, just thinking about the toys that we wanted to have. And so we want every child to have that experience. And if their family's financially struggling, we want to help fill that need. And we get referrals from Debbie. Debbie gets the referrals from all the agencies, and then she gives me the names of families that need toys. And I write out a voucher for the families and mail it to them, and have them have a time that they can come, so everybody doesn't come at once and they have to
Right.
wait in line or something. We have people coming at different times. And then I have wonderful helpers. We have an inventory. We gather the toys in, and we have 12 locations in the county where we put tubs that say Santa's Shop, and we have a deadline of December 9th, and then we get the toys in, we inventory them and see, 3-year-old, 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds, whatever. And if we're missing, like if we have 33-year-olds and we only have toys for 23-year-olds, then we use some of the financial things to buy extras. But we have the helpers inventory the toys, and then we have other helpers that come on the day of the Santa Shop, and they take the family around with their voucher that says, they have a boy 9 years old, so they take him to the table that's got the toys for the boy's 9-year-old. And then if they have a girl 5, so they help the family shop. And then sometimes we have books table, books, puzzles, coloring books, and we have stuffed animals. Yes, we're usually very generously supplied with stuffed animals. And then we have a family table that just has some odds and ends that just the family can pick something out. And most of the people are very, very appreciative. I even had one lady say, "Can I come back and work?" You know, we said, we were already done, so we said, "No, this is the end." So, but thank you for offering. We really appreciated that. But my helpers seem to come back year after year after year because they really enjoy interacting with the families and seeing them get things that they know the kids will enjoy, because the parent knows what the child needs. We don't pick something out and just give them something. We let them pick what their child will need.
And isn't that the meaning of giving? Is to help somebody get what they truly want and need, and not what pleases us to give. So,
Right. So, and I guess usually we have a lot of toys donated for 3- and 4-year-olds and 5- and 6-year-olds, because though you go in the store and those are the cutest things and everybody picks those. We really could use some help on the older children, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. We go up to 12 years. And we start with infants, and that's the other end of it. You think, well, why do babies need toys? But the first few years of a child's life, that's very instrumental in their developing, right. So some of the toys that they have to manipulate or bright colors, they really do need these toys. So sometimes we need toys for younger children too. And both ends, it seems that we seem to lack at times, and we end up buying extra. But we really have been blessed in the past years, and I don't worry anymore. The first few years I would get kind of nervous, but every year the community has responded very well, and we've had toys for the kids. And
Linda Bunton.
Better Living Center, she's joining with us this year.
This is my first year with the Santa's Help Shop and the Helping Hands. And I've been really excited, Jean, about being able to join in with the fun. I tell you what, I came from a family of 12. There was 7 of the boys and 5 of us girls. And let me tell you what mischief we didn't come up with. My poor mother, bless her soul. But you know, the thing that I think we also want people to recognize is Christ in being in the center of Christmas and the center of giving. And one thing about the Better Living Center, and this is what I find so rewarding at the Better Living Center, is that with the Santa's Workshop and with Debbie at the Helping Hands, with doing this like once a year with them, I get to do it all year long. And whenever I see a child come in and they are hunting for a pair of shoes and they can't play ball unless they find a pair of shoes. And then I tell them, go over here and look. And there may not be it over there. And this is an actual true story that happened. And we were in such a hurry that day. There was so many people. And I tell you, this little boy came back to me. And Jean, his heart was just broken. And he pulls on me and he goes, they weren't over there. And I look at him and I said, well, go back over here and look over here. And so he goes over there and he looks. And he comes back the second time and they were not there. And so he comes back, Debbie, and he looks at me again and he goes, and I said, you know what, sweetheart? I said, go over here and look, and if they're not there, I don't know where they would be. And the next time he comes, he's got these pair of shoes and he's got them held to his chest. And little tears are running down this little boy's face. and he's looking at me. And he says, I get to play ball. I get to play ball. That is the most rewarding thing that you can ever experience.
Changing lives.
Changing lives. And you see the parents' face, and they're standing off in the distance, and they're looking at their child, and they are saying, wow. You know, there's that wow factor. And let me tell you, for those of you that are viewing, we thank you so much for everything that you give. And we thank you for helping. You know, things just don't magically appear.
Right.
Sometimes I think they do.
Well, let me tell you, there is a lot of time and a lot of effort put forward. And there's a lot of giving. And there's a lot of love that's put forward. Now, our organization is run, the Better Living Center is taken care of through the Seventh-day Adventist Church.
Right.
That's who sponsors us. And we are so proud to be able to have the Better Living Center. And I was telling Debbie earlier, and Sandy, you know, if we could write a book of what happens there at the Better Living Center, it would be a sad, happy, smelly book.
But, you know, we're not writing a book,
No,
but we are writing a chapter here today.
yes, we
And
are.
that chapter is going out to all the families that receive CBTV. And this may help somebody
Right.
who's been struggling with loneliness, been struggling with depression, is looking to get back into being active after an illness or some other sad occasion in their family, maybe the loss of a family member. And this may be just the thing they needed, to see you and hear you and know about these programs and know about here's a place I can start. Don't sit there and wait for somebody to kick you in the pants to get you up and get you started.
Amen.
Contact these ladies and they will help you get started. But what a beautiful thing this is, because one of the things when we started our little chapter here, we realized was that we couldn't make it as an individual group. We had to go out and partner with people
Right.
like CVTV and several other community organizations that we do projects with, because we're just not big enough to cover the whole thing by ourselves. And worse yet, we may be duplicating efforts, just like Debbie was talking
And
about.
that's-
And there's nothing
what we-
sadder than duplicating a need and some other need not being met, that we could have met
Yes.
had we not, had we been more aware of other things that were being
That's
done.
that's why we're so excited about joining together on this.
And that Jean and Debbie and I were talking about was with the Better Living Center joining in this year, we had almost over 200 children last year through the Better Living Center. And we used to have parties and singing and singers coming in, and you know, but it got so big that just one individual or one, what word am I?
Entity?
Yes. You know, my brain, fog brain here, couldn't do it all by themselves. And you know, with God's help and with the help of the community, this community here in Macon is a wonderful community. I tell you what, all we have to do is tell Walmart, hey, you know what, I need this. And you know, Sean or some of the rest of them there, they're there. They're there to help. And there's so many other people that are there to they want to help. Sometimes they just have to know the need.
I think
This
also
area does have a big
Right.
heart. I'm very aware of that. I've lived here about 25 years now. I'm not from here, but I have been here for 25 years, and that's one thing that I've been very conscious of for a long time, is that this area has a good, sound, big, caring heart.
And I think what you're saying about one entity, that was part of the reason for Macon County Ministries developing, because when it started in 1991, each church was contacted, and a minister and 2 lay people from each church was invited to become involved in getting this started, because we realized that everybody was doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and it wasn't cohesive, and some people were being missed, and some people were being, getting double or triple. So the more we can join together with these good groups that are doing good things, I think the better off everybody will be.
And if each one does what they can, gives what they can, we'll all have a great holiday season, and we'll all have something to be thankful for. I'm going to ask one thing of you out there. If you see this and you're moved to donate a toy or donate money or to bring some household things or clothing or other things to the Family Living Center, would you please do one thing for us? Take a sticky note or any kind of a little thing and put Volunteering in the Valley or BIV, because we would love to know that you're hearing us out there and that this makes an impact and that we're actually helping in the community. So if you would just try to do that one thing, we know some of you would give anyway, but we just want to know if we're having an impact, because if we're not having an impact, then we need to change how we're going about this. But I think we're reaching some folks, and we hope that while all of you are sitting down to a Thanksgiving meal and being thankful for what you have, that you'll keep in mind these groups, the ladies, and all the folks that work with them that they represent, and all the families that they're going to be helping. Do a little volunteering in the Valley. There's plenty of programs out there, there's other needs, there's going to be a whole long run of things on your screen, everything from the senior center to the nursing homes to the community child development center. You've got a whole list there. They all can use volunteers. There's contact information for all of them. Also, you'll get hours and days and contact information for these 3 ladies and their program. So hang in there with us and volunteer in the Valley. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, Jean. Thank you.